I'll tell you what, Dan. I'll tell you what. I think we need to do a video.
Well, that's good, Kit, because we don't have one for this week. So what do you have?
My plan is, let's do a video on 5 games that are coming out this year and next year that we just cannot wait to play, with some honourable mentions thereafter.
All right, let's do it.
This is a tale from a long, long time ago, when the Sinnoh region was still only a vast wilderness. A certain village bustled with the comings and goings of people, while in the mountains and seas, Pokemon roamed as they pleased.
Kit, this game's going to bring a whole new dimension to Pokemon series. I loved Sword and Shield. I thought it really brought it into what we dreamed of as a kid. But this game's going to take it even further with seamless gameplay. Things I'm really excited about is, being able to sneak through grass, learning behaviors of Pokemon, working out how you're going to catch them, and then being able to throw a Pokeball to try and catch them without these transitional shots. You will be able to throw your own Pokemon out of their balls seamlessly as well. So it's kind of really bringing that last part, which is the seamless gameplay and lack of transition in the game. It's going to be based in the Sinnoh region, which was first introduced in Diamond and Pearl, but it is going to be long before those events. So in this era, it's filled with Pokemon living in harsh environments. It's going to be different to what we have seen before out of these Pokemon games. It's set quite a lot into the past. You get to build the first Pokedex in history on this game. You'll be the first of, the legacy that is. So it's action meets RPG. I think it's a great new take on the series and a great addition. And I think, myself included, Pokemon fans are really going to want to grab this one and give it a go when it's out.
So my one is going to be Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. Oh, Dan, just looking at the trailer, it's an absolutely stunning game. From what the guys have done for this, it is beautiful. And I just can't wait to play it. And I'm sure many other people are exactly the same. It's a AAA indie developed game. It's beautiful. It's absolutely phenomenal. And me, for one, cannot wait for this to be on my console. So with Kenna Bridge and Spirits, you immerse yourself in a story-driven action-adventure set in a charming world. It's rich with exploration and fast-paced combat. You play as Kenna, a young spirit guide travelling to an abandoned village in search of the sacred mountain shrine.
But that power faded long ago.
Next up, everyone, Returnal. Now, Kit had to actually tell me about this because I must be honest, I wasn't paying attention to start with, but now that I know that the game's coming and what it's about, I am deeply, deeply excited. So it is about a character called Celine. You've crash landed on a shape-shifting world and you're trying to piece together bits of your memory throughout the game. I think it has an interesting narrative as well. Not only does the planet shapeshift, but you face ruthless enemies that keep defeating you. It's designed to make you lose. However, a bit like the film Day After Tomorrow, every time you die, you go back to where you were before, However, the world's changed, you get different items, and you can adapt and change the way that you approach an enemy in the game. The story intrigues me. This whole, why is she there? What's going on? What's the whole purpose of this? They've kept that bit very quiet for a reason. It's been said that the game's designed for extreme replayability because of the procedural world and the way that it will keep giving you different ways of doing it. So that in itself is a big reason why I want to buy this game. And not only that, but keep it afterwards and keep replaying it in different ways. I look forward to something that I can actually keep on my shelf long term.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, shit.
Well, the next one for me on my list has to be the fact that Master Chief returns. The idea is that the storyline is supposed to be more human. The trailer indicated that the story will be set on a Halo ring. It has mysteriously suffered some sort of damage and has also showcased that the design of the Master Chief's armor is back to the original, so kind of round about the Halo 2, Halo 3 time. When it comes to first-person shooters, Halo is the king of kings. And I've got to be honest, Dan, when this comes out, that is the perfect excuse to get yourself an Xbox when this game is available to play. And that is why it's on my list of games for this year.
Last one I've got to talk about is Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. We've all probably played a Lego game by now. They are quite popular and I really enjoy them. However, there are new additions to this game that I really want to point out here. It has been built from the ground up, this one. Things we know so far, it'll be 5 levels per episode, so 45 levels in total. You'll be able to play each episode 1 to 9. There are 300 playable characters in this game. The combat mechanics have been changed. With lightsaber wielders, for example, you'll now have light or heavy attacks. You can use force powers. For blaster characters, there will now be a proper over-the-shoulder, third-person camera angle for these weapons. And a lot like its predecessors, it has a game hub that isn't just set in one place. But this is where a lot of people may be aware already of the 20 planets that have been added into the game that you can free roam around. So really opens it up and adds just that final spit and polish that I feel we were missing on Lego games. They seemed a bit generic and sometimes weren't necessarily good at replaying, a bit boring. I think this really brings Lego games into next gen. And as a Star Wars fan as well, definitely one that I'm going to be picking up off the shelves on day one.
That seems unfair, Dan. We've only done the 5. What about all the other epic games? Get them on the screen. Not gonna lie, guys, there's so many games to pick from. Why don't you put in the comments below what games you're really looking forward to? Now remember, if you like this content, like and subscribe to the channel. You take care, be safe, and we'll see you next week.